Hey everybody, welcome to the weekly vlog. Today we're going to be talking about the new YouTube community page thing, the schedule of course, the monthly schedule, kind of, I'm making that video and putting out later tonight, as well as reading off tons of browser TAD messages. Schedule first though, we've got World of Warcraft on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday 3 p.m. slot, the previous week's streams for the 6 p.m. slot, Tuesday and Thursdays Terraria and Paper Mario. Saturday and Sunday we have Project Zomboid as well as Resident Evil Revelations 2's Raid Mode. Normally there I would try and do Hearts of Iron 4, but Elder Hill's actually camping for 2 weeks, so in the meantime, Brenda and I recorded a bunch of Revelations 2's Raid Mode almost half a year ago, so I'm gonna put up some episodes of that for 2 weeks. Not really sure if people are gonna like it or not, so it's a bit of an experiment, so the first 4 episodes are gonna go up over the course of the next 2 weeks. Just let me know what you think. Streams on Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday. YouTube community page. So there's always been a community page, I think, to some degree. It's kind of like the discussions page, but now there's a little bit of a, I guess you would compare it to like tweets or even Facebook messages, in that you can now put things into people's timelines that's like messages. As far as I understand, I don't know how people find it on desktop, but on mobile, apparently it's laced in with the subscriber feed, which is very confusing to me, or the subscription feed, subscriber feed, forget what it's called. But apparently it works. I made a poll on it the other day, and I also made a little thing that just said, hey, talk to me on it, and people sent messages. What I have noticed, though, is not a single person has ever replied to my reply of their message. I think YouTube doesn't inform you if someone has replied to your message. I want to test that. So in the description, you'll find a link to my most recent post on the community page. If you haven't already posted there, post, I'll reply to you. Just know that I'm going to reply to you so you can refresh the page, and then you can respond to me and let me know, hey, did it inform you in any way that I've actually replied to you? Because I'm curious about that, because if it does tell you, then that's a really, really useful way for me to get in touch with people, is through that. If it doesn't tell you that I reply to you, then it's almost useless outside of making polls on it. I will say though, when I made a poll on it, I got like 200 responses or something crazy like that, whereas when I make a poll on Twitter, I get like 30 responses. So maybe it's really good for making polls, but not good for conversation. I'm sure I can find out some use for it. Next, I want to read off a bunch of TAD messages through the browser. Again, you can use TAD in browser or in application, link in the description, watch advertisements, get me paid, but the browser version allows you to leave little messages with it. Well, TAD report finally came in for, oh god, what is it? Everything from October 16th to November 26th, because there was a big hiatus on TAD. So it just mashed it all up into one huge, over a month-long TAD report with every single message. So I'm gonna read off a bunch of them. I'm not gonna read off all of them, of course, because there are a few hundred, but I will read off a bunch of them because I like replying to these. And maybe I'll make this a weekly segment where I read off some of these because they're pretty fun to read. And the first one left no message, but I just want to point out, Vilecarp sent so many fucking points, so many days across so many different browsers and devices, so just thank you very much for that. I very much appreciate that. Fitty Cent says Fitty TAD straight from the Fitty zone, which I very much appreciate. I can see that I have a fellow Chip Cheesem fan. Mighty Cleffa, some TADs from my lovely Sunbeam. What a weird compliment. Immediately under that, Myrtle says, fucko, and that's it. Robin says, I use ad block, but I'll try to make it up for you by using TAD smiley face. Yeah, that's a really good way of using TAD, I guess, is like guilt-free ad block, because honestly, if you use TAD and you just get me like 50 points a day, you may that's like watching, what, 30 of my videos on YouTube with no ad block, and you've done it in under a minute. So, yeah, TAD is basically guilt-free ad block. Hi, my name is Garrett says, hi, I love your channel. I just love that under the name section, Garrett inserted, hi, my name is Garrett. That's amazing. Dylan Stevens with a pun. Here is a tad of TADs that I TADed by watching a tad few adverts. It is barely grammatically correct, but I'll accept it. Disturbed Owl says, keep up the good work, MDB. You're awesome. Thank you. You always make me feel better after a bad day or just in general. So helping you out through TAD is the very least I could do. I really appreciate that. I'm happy that I've cheered you up. An anonymous person says, I'm eating some really nice fried rice and chicken right now, which is funny that you say that. And you would have said that like weeks ago, and that's how I'm getting it now on this like weird delayed report. It's funny you say that because 2 days ago I tried making egg fried rice for the first time ever, and it turned out really good. So I made it again this morning, but with bean sprouts in it as well, made it for Fatima, and that turned out really, really good. So, just weird coincidence, we were both frying rice. Firefly Slick says, hey Madrat, you're a pretty cool guy, hope everything is going well for you. I'm surprised you were able to spell my name correctly. People never spell my name correctly, but I had a lot of fun on that podcast of yours. Well, podcast, radio interview, whatever we want to call it. Echo Helion says, getting back into TAD, need to get consistent supporting you for free. I really appreciate it. See, that's why I try and push TAD so much, is like, with Patreon you need to spend money, whereas with TAD it's just free for you, where I get paid, and it didn't cost you anything, and that's awesome. Garrett also says, I really enjoy your videos, especially Hearts of Iron 4 videos and streams continue being awesome. The Hearts of Iron 4 stuff, I really want to do like long term, because Hearts of Iron 4 just never gets old to me. It's really interesting every single time. I have a ton of fun playing it. Aldrahill and I have a ton of fun with it. The chat always seems to be really happy when I stream it. Just love Hearts of Iron 4. Ethan says, and this is a long one, just to let you know, I found the Far Cry vids just by looking Let's Play Far Cry 3 blind. Interesting that someone was actually searching for that. That playthrough didn't do well, so I'm surprised that someone actually found me through it. I shall soon be uploading my first video on YouTube after deleting them all because they were all terrible. Everyone starts off terrible. I know I started off terrible. It'll be a Dishonored Let's Play or possibly Sonic 06, whichever. Good fucking luck if it's Sonic 06. But, yeah, I know a lot of people like Dishonored. I Let's Played that game and I thought it wasn't nearly as good as people said. If you get a chance, can you write a critique review feedback on it? That'd be great. Yeah, people contact me all the time wanting feedback on their videos, and I always try and give it when I can. I was having breakfast when I watched your audience survey vlog, nearly spat out my bran flakes. Yes, I'm living in 1932. I like bran flakes as well. When you mentioned my comment, thank you, good luck on all to come. Unsalted Peanut says, thank you for the colonization videos. I hope it helped. It seems like that's a game that a lot of people have a very hard time getting into, where like, it's interesting, but it's very hard to figure out the correct path to victory, I guess you would call it. So I hope my series on Sid Meier's Civilization Colonization was useful to people, because I think that's a really good and really underrated game. System Wipe sends a bunch, and he asks right off the bat, first time using the browser version of TAD, it's a little odd. It is a little odd. Not sure if there's a way to rack up more than 50 TADs a day. You can do 150 maximum a day by sending 3 on browser. You can do 500 a max a day on phone. And I see that you've sent quite a few since then, so just so you know, it is working. You've got it going right. System Wipe says, Happy Halloween, which tells you how old some of these are. He also sends another one. Do you and Fatima celebrate Halloween? Is Halloween even a thing in Canada? Yes, Halloween is a thing in Canada. As far as I'm aware, it's the exact same as in the United States. And do we celebrate Halloween? I mean, we don't, like, really dress up or anything, and we didn't have the money to hand out candy this year, mostly because she was at work and I needed to be working as well, so we just kept the lights off, and, you know, I can't have the doorbell ringing constantly while I'm trying to record something. System Wipe also says, my office is throwing a costume party, perfect excuse to wear pajamas. I am currently wearing my pajama pants right now, so I never need an excuse. Rebel just says Hafen a bunch of times, probably like, you know, Haven and Hearth, whatever you want to call it now. Yeah, I think there's a restart on the server coming soon, so I don't know what the status is of videos on that, just because, God, I do not have time. Dave says, I'm a Finnish guy, and it's quite strange to watch these Canadian, or American, or whatever ads to help you, since I don't think I'm part of their target audience, really. I don't think I can purchase their products here in Finland. Well, who cares? Yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm not sure you can purchase in certain countries. I'm assuming most of these adverts are American. And lastly, System Wipe says, I have no idea if this is working. Yes, I have tons from you, which tells me that I think it's worked every time you've done it. I mean, I guess I wouldn't know what times it wouldn't have worked had it not worked, but considering I have so many from you, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that each time it worked. That's it for the 10 messages then. Into the Patreon shoutout. This is everybody who's pledging $10 or more this month. I hope I have this properly updated, but I'm still going through my list. I've just been really busy. Ghazali, Mad Librarian, Fiery Biscuit, Zandak, Taco Man, Play Bogart, Night Fury 15, The Jetstar, Jetstream, Conk Donk, Sophia Orr, Kill Rain, Assassin Chris, Prelux, Victor, Wolf20KO, One Savvy Siren, Shauna, Tim, Curran Keta, Cyan Nolan, Lemonhead, Austin Manley, System Wipe, and Morgan. Thank you very much for your continued support. So right after this, I'm probably going to be uploading a video where I do a monthly rundown on every series currently going on my channel and the status of it, as well as ones currently on hiatus. It's just something that I've started to do last month and I want to do this month, where at the start of every month, I kind of do an overview of everything going on the channel right now and help make sure that we're all on the same page. So I hope you find that useful, because I remember last time you guys said that you found it really useful. So I'm gonna go record that real quick. It's gonna be uploading very shortly after this vlog goes up. So thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, have a nice day.